Hey friends, I am here to talk to you about dark droids. Oh, it's hard to see because it's reflective, but it's really cool. It is a Star Wars comic book event that has just started. I have only read this issue, but I just went out and got all the other issues that have released so far that are in it. So far, it is in Star Wars. It is in Star Wars Darth Vader. It is in, I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? What's happening to me? Dr. Aphra. Why couldn't I remember her name? It like left my mind. My mind turned off for a second. It is in Dr. Aphra. It is in just a bunch of cool stuff. Dark Droids is going to be the main series. It's going to be, I think, a weekly event, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, it is awesome. So the idea is that there's basically like a virus out in the galaxy, and the virus is taking over droids, and it basically wants to like destroy everything. So it's possessing all these droids. It's pretty wild and messing up everyone. And honestly, there's also a really cute scene at the beginning that makes me like connect with some Empire folks that I was like, this is actually, aw, the Empire. They're just doing their best. It's so cute. The thing that I really liked about this series, though, is it starts off talking about just all the different droids out in the cosmos and how droids have different purposes and lots of people see them in different ways. To some, they basically just have a primary function. They do that, that's it. To others, they're disposable. It shows like Darth Vader fighting this droid and just like being like, give me another one after he defeats it, or like, give me another one. I can't do a very good Darth Vader voice, but I tried my best. And the other thing that it says is that droids can be friends. If you don't know this already about me, I love robots, and I love droids in Star Wars. And I've always thought it was so weird that the droids have to like, basically they're like enslaved, and they have to do what their master says because of their programming, which I think is kind of messed up because a lot of them seem to have personalities, and we just like destroy them like it's nothing. But then when it comes to like snuffing out like a humanoid or alien life, we're like, oh no, it's organic life. But when it's a droid, everyone's just like, well, it's just a droid, so just blast them all. And I know clones also, I feel like, kind of deal with this as well, but droids have it real bad, friends. And so a series, an event that's going to be focusing on them and just talking about sort of what life is like in Star Wars for droids is really cool. We also get introduced to this group that they basically are droids with free will who just try to live their life for themselves. Like, they're independent. They don't necessarily want to kill everyone, though. They just want to like be able to do their own thing. And it's all these droids from all over the galaxy that actually want to be free so they can like come together. It's apparently a pretty small group based on the way they talk about it. But yeah, it's over here, and I thought this was super cool to explore. I really love this idea of just droids that get together that have free will, and they actually like create a new droid, and they like basically give it like a little droid heart. It's very cute. It's very cute. But then they find out that one of their sort of emissaries that was out there, one of the members of their group was out there, and they sent in a report about this entity that is taking droids over and like destroying parts of the cosmos and like wrecking people. And this droid sent this message as they were being overtaken, which is pretty sad. Wait a second. Is this droid supposed to be who I think it is? Hold on a minute. Oh no, Peter is the name of the droid. Peter with a Y. Petyr. Peter. And Peter gets taken over. Everyone's getting taken over everywhere on both sides. And that's the thing that I think is really interesting, is I'm wondering, like, as well, are the Empire and the Rebels going to, like, maybe team up to fight this threat? I don't know. I don't know if that can happen, because I don't know if that breaks anything that we've established, but that would be pretty cool, to be honest. But we find out at the end that not only is the Empire, like, have they had complete ships just, like, decimated, which is a problem, but we also find out in the end that, dun dun dun, C-3PO has been taken over. He is now one of the dark droids, and I think that is pretty spooky. So this is everything that's going to be in the event, so it's going to be quite an event, but I am really excited for it. And this series, I don't know if everything, I'm assuming it's going to be a bunch of people coming together to do the event, but this series, I believe, is written by Charles Soule, I think. I thought it was. Oh, here it is, yeah. Charles Soule, art by Luke Ross, colored by Alex St. Clair, lettered by Travis Lanham, VC's Travis Lanham, and yeah, very exciting. And the cover that I have, this is the foil cover. So this is Giuseppe Camuncoli and Jesus Arbutov. I think I'm saying that right. I love this cover. It's so cool. It looks really cool in these lights, like when I just aim it down to my pink keyboard light. Ooh, very cool. So it's really exciting. I just wanted to do a little short video and share it with you. But yeah, droids to me have always been this really cool group in Star Wars because I just feel like they're so underrepresented. Like, well, they have a lot of characters that are amazing, but we don't really talk about like any injustices that droids deal with. Oh, so the cute Empire moment. Before we wrap this up, let me just tell you this cute Empire moment. So at the beginning, there's this, I think he's like a loader droid, actually. Kind of looks like a loader droid. Or he's a scavenger droid? I think that's what these guys are. They have to gather everything. So they're like cleaning stuff up. They're gathering all this junk. And then this droid finds this little disc. And the disc obviously has, you know, the corruption on it, this scourge that's like attacking all the other droids and taking them over and possessing them, and collects this, brings it back, and his buddy that he's teamed up with here, who is, you know, one of the Imperial dudes, he says, this one's full, I'll offload it and bring it back. Use your scanner, see if we missed anything. All right, pal? And then he's like, acknowledged, pal. And I was just like, I love how these two are cute and they have this little bond. Acknowledged. And then gets possessed. Dun dun dun. Also, this looks really spooky, like the way everything's drawn. And then the worker says, you find anything else, buddy? And the droid says, no, nothing else, buddy. But he already possessed. Already possessed. This droid's already possessed. So the worker, the Empire guy says, okay, then I think we're done in this zone. Looks like the other crews are almost finished too. We'll get back to the ship for some R&R. I'll get in some sabacc and we'll get you a nice oil bath. That sound good? It sounds good. And then everyone gets terribly murdered. I'm sorry, my comic is fine if you guys are wondering. Also, I read comics and sometimes I read them hard. I know it's controversial, but we'll put it back in its bag so you don't have to worry about it. It's fine. But yes, so that moment just really got me. The whole issue is really cool, and I would definitely say if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out because I think it's amazing, and I am here. I got roped into the event. So I'll be reading it and collecting it. Maybe we'll talk more about it. All right, friends. That's about it. Stay nerdy. Bye.